Sketch 4 times the quantity x minus 2 square plus 25 by the quantity y plus 3 square is 100, and we'll identify any important points. Alright, so first thing we might notice is that this is the equation of an ellipse, and what we'll do to put it in a more standard form is let's divide through by 100, and so that would give me then the equation x minus 2 square over 25 plus y plus 3 square over 4 is equal to 1. And so now I recognize this as the equation of an ellipse, but it's been translated, so the center is no longer at the origin. In fact, the center is at 2, negative 3. Right? Taking the x quantity equal to 0 gives us x equals 2, and the y quantity equal to 0 gives us y equals negative 3. Now, let's find some important points, such as well, first we might recognize that this has a horizontal major axis. If we sort of think of those a and b values, I would notice that a equals 2 and b equals 4. A equals 5. A equals 5 and b equals 2. And so since a is greater than b, this has a horizontal major axis. And so then the vertices, we would change the x-coordinate of the center. So we would have 2 plus or minus 5, comma, negative 3. And so that becomes what? Negative 3, negative 3, and 7, negative 3. Now, the endpoints of the minor axis we would leave the x-coordinate alone, and we would change the y-coordinate by moving b value. Right, plus or minus b. And so that becomes 2, negative 5, and 2, negative 1. Now let's also find the value of that c so we can identify the foci. So recall that for an ellipse, c squared is equal to a squared minus b squared or b squared minus a squared, depending on the values. In this case, it's just 25 minus 4. And so c squared equals 21, which implies that c is the square root of 21. And so then the foci are on the major axis, and so we would adjust the x-coordinate. And so the foci would be at 2 plus or minus the square root of 21, comma, negative 3. All right, and let's put that all together. Alright, plotting, well, the center is at 2, negative 3. And recall, I like to plot that with an open point, so because it's not on the curve. That's a guide point. The vertices are at 2 plus or minus 5, so at negative 3, negative 3. That's a solid point. And 7, negative 3. The endpoints of the minor axis are at 2, negative 5, and 2, negative 1. And so really that's enough to draw the curve, to draw the ellipse. We would have something that looks roughly like this. And if we wanted to then also plot the foci, well, the square root of 21 is between 4 and 5. So the foci would be 2 plus or minus square root of 21. So 2 minus the square root of 21, that would be over here somewhere. And we'd have another one over here somewhere. So there's our foci, F1 and F2.